So I have Shannon here with me today, and we are going to demonstrate how the trans-theoretical model of change applies to the behavior of cigarette smoking. The model was created by James Prochaska, and it acknowledges that conscious, intentional changes of behavior occur in the following 6 stages: pre-contemplation, contemplation, preparation, action, maintenance, and termination. Shannon was at one point a cigarette smoker, so I just want to ask her a few questions. So when was the first time you ever smoked a cigarette?
That was 3 years ago when I was 19.
All right, and when did you first pick up the habit of smoking regularly?
It became a habit this past summer. I bought my first pack like mid-July. I was living in the Cape for the summer, and the people who I was hanging out with smoked regularly. So when we would go out, they would offer me a drag, and I would just, out of habit, I guess, being offered so many times, just continue to do it.
At what point did you feel like the behavior was starting to impact your life in a negative way?
It was probably about 2 months into smoking regularly, and at that point I was smoking 6 or 7 cigarettes a day, and pretty regularly, at specific times of the day. I would always go to the same spot,
Like
when
it
I
was
was
a
at
routine.
school. Yeah, routine, exactly. And I was getting shortness of breath, and I could feel it physically affecting me. And then also, I would see myself always going to smoke when I was upset, so it was an emotional attachment as well.
And how long did it take you to finally take a step towards quitting smoking?
Pretty shortly after, I realized that I was getting so dependent on them for multiple reasons. I was smoking 6 a day, and it was just beginning to be noticeably unhealthy, I guess.
All right, and how long has it been since you last smoked a cigarette?
Well, I completely quit around in November, but since then I've had a drag of one about 3 weeks ago maybe.
Okay.
So
Do you still crave cigarettes every once in a while?
every once in a while, and especially right after I quit, it was pretty strong, the cravings, and it was really hard not to give in to them. But now it's pretty easy to just move them aside in my brain and just ignore it. But I still get them at certain times, so
Understandable.
yeah.
All right, well, thank you so much for your time.